All right, we're out here today playing Elk Creek Park in Appomattox, Virginia. I've not played this course yet, so this is gonna be my first playthrough. It's rated 3.2 on UDisc, so not everyone's favorite. When I was reading the reviews, they said the upkeep was really bad. But coming into the park looks great, so I'm really curious about this course. Looks like they have Mach 5 baskets looking at hole 18 over there. I did a little bit of scouting on this hole before the video, and it says the hole's to the right, but it is dead straight. I can barely see the basket. Kind of tough initially, but let's go ahead and get started. I'll probably start with a Big Z Mantis here. I got a bunch of new molds in my bag because AM Challenge is over. And so we'll give this one a rip. Looks like it's straight out pretty much past this tree, slightly to the right. Hopefully you guys can see it, but we'll give this one a rip. All right, so that looks pin high, about 30 feet to the right. We got our Mantis right here. This is about a 30-foot putt, it looks like. The putt, we got the Exosoft links here. They look like DGA Mach 5s that we're putting on. Look very small though, not a lot of change. Oh. 2 putts on the first, maybe, not really. Hopefully this is all cleanup that they're doing, because this hole one is not a bad shot. You're just kind of coming past this tree into this nice green here. So the hole 2 here, it says it's a par 4. It's up there on the left, it looks like par 3, par 4. I'm not sure. I kind of want to throw a forehand. We are also on gravel tee pad now, like they said. So, but just picked this up from the Tour Championship here, a Vulture. I think I'm going to throw a turnover with that forehand, so let's give it a go. All right, huge kick off the tree there. Hopefully we can find that. All right, looks like there is a short pin position. I don't think that was 302. Maybe it is, but we kicked left over here in the rough. Looks like you guys probably can't see anything, but the basket's over there. I think we'll try to just punch down here without hurting ourselves. All right, well, do not kick into the, don't kick anywhere. Here, let's just give it a toss up to the basket up there. We got another par 4, hole 3 here. Looks like it's a winding fairway. I'm gonna go check out and see where the pin is. I just went down there and checked it out. There's some nice grass that you can land in. That looks like it gives you an approach. So this one might be the most fair hole so far I've seen. I'm gonna try a nice hyzer Vulture just because it's pink, so it'll be easy to see. Yeah, hopefully that was on camera, but I did get a little flare there as well, right here on the right. So this seems pretty fair because now you have a forehand zone up there, or we could do a backhand something, but I kind of like the forehand zone, so let's do that. Hopefully I wasn't blocking the camera, but I think that's a good shot, so let's check it out. Here we go. All right, that'll be our first birdie of the day. Not a bad hole in my opinion. So far my favorite. All right. Hole 4 here, par 3, 253 feet. I think I'm just gonna go with a soft exo link here. Caden Spurge, in the bag, she throws these, and I've been throwing them, and I kind of understand why you want to throw these. We're going to throw this. It's 253 feet. Hopefully we can hit the gap, but we're going to go throw it soft plastic, so when it hits a tree, it just drops. That's the goal here. So. All right, it's up there, so we'll have to go take a look. All right, we landed here behind this log. Landed right here. Here's one of my putting putters, so we're just gonna use it right here behind this stick. We'll test it here. All right, well, far. All right, hole 5 out here, 440 feet to the right. Gonna go with the detour, need it to drift to the right. Just need to hit this main gap here. All right, I think that was a good throw. We'll have to go check it out. It says it's par 4. Kind of got there with a mid, so I'm not sure if this is a putt for eagle or not. I'll have to check UDisc, but let's try to make this. All right, maybe eagle. All right, we're on hole 6 here. Not really sure where the basket's at, but this looks like a terrible tee shot. It looks like a forehand to the right. I mean, I don't know, man. This looks sketch. But par 3, here we go. Okay, so I actually see the basket now after that kick. All right, after a good kick from the mantis off the trees, we got a putt here, but looks like a pretty difficult one. Looks like these greens are very protected by a bunch of mini trees. Oh. I don't know if you can see the basket at the top of the hill here. This one might be one of their better holes. We're gonna go with a forehand. I don't know, actually, it's really tough. If this tree fell, it'd be nice, but this is kind of like a forehand uphill flip. Let's go do our zone SS here. I don't even know how far it is, but put off our something here. Try to get this up there. Yeah, so that's parked. Not bad, a free little birdie here, or a must get if you're a right-hand forehand player. So, pretty good. Yeah. All right, hole 8 looks to be in the short tee pad, so it's probably right over here. There's not really a good place to put the camera, so you're kind of sitting on the tee pad with me. But looks like the gap is this left side of the tree here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do MD3 just to kind of get around this tree and hopefully do something cool here. All right. Oh, hit the tree branches there. Yeah, we'll tap this in par. Pretty tough. But yeah, let's keep it moving. All right, this is hole 9. We're about to finish the front 9. Pretty sharp dog leg, but don't worry, we have a vulture. So let's just kind of rip this and just get up the hill. All right, that's up there. I don't know where the hole's at, but here we go. All right, so as I'm walking through the course, I think I probably should have done a playthrough first before I did my first ever playthrough on recording here, because this course is actually pretty tough to figure out kind of what's going on. So, like I just threw a vulture like 300 feet uphill. Oh, it's next to the basket. Okay, I see the basket now. I know I was just complaining about where the basket was, but the vulture was parked. So we'll tap that in, head to hole 10. especially with these baskets though. They're the old mock ones, and I think they're the mock ones. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I can't see them from the tee, and I know that probably has to do with the fall. That's not helping either, but let's see where we're at. I will say I do like when you finish the front 9 that actually takes you back to the parking lot. It actually looks like this used to be a big course. Like there was the 2019 Creek Open. That's the layout I'm doing on UDisc. And it looks like they just let it go a little bit. And like the property's really nice. And so I'm not sure. So anyways, this is a dead straight shot here. We're gonna go ND3. And we hit that tree. All right, looking at this one, I can't really see the basket from the tee, but I'm guessing it's over on the right side. Looks like a dog leg, so it looks like you got to push up and finish to the right. We're gonna go FD1, get something a little bit stabler here. All right, that's either parked or 700 feet long. All right, so this is actually a really good shot. We're just going to tap it in there. Big swinging dog leg to the right, par 4. We're gonna go with our FD1 again. I'm guessing the basket's over there to the right more so. We're just gonna hit this gap. Okay, a little kiss off that tree. We'll see. All right, here we go. Putt for birdie. Kind of wish I got past this tree because then we'd have a better putt. This is probably circle 2 here. Let's try to knock it in. Oh, looks like I got par on this one. All right, hole 13 says a par 4. You just says par 3. Probably a par 3, but looks like it kind of weaves around. So we're going to try a detour here, just kind of hit the gap. Oh no. That might be gone. All right, we didn't lose it. Somehow it looks like it must have cut rolled or something. I don't know. I spent like 15 minutes looking for it, but we finally found it. It was actually back in the fairway. No pdga rules, so I'm glad to look for that long. Basket's right down there. Nice little chip shot with zone. This is a 366 par 4. Looks like the hole is way over there. Looks like they want you to go out and then across. That's fine. We got a first Mando right here. I'm gonna go wind dragon and just rip it into the fairway and try to get as far left as I can with the flare. All right, that's just up there at the turn. Perfect. We're just gonna do a nice hyzer zone here. I think that's parked. All right, so this one's actually down to the left. We're gonna throw a big blue mantis here. Three, and probably just do kind of a flick up. Yeah, that's in the fairway. We'll keep it rolling. So the basket's behind that V tree right there. Kind of fun. tough fairway here, very, very wooded. I think I just lay it up to the rocks here. Power blade. Oh. Crab blade. Oh, can you even see me? Looks like we finally have a full tee shot. Whatever this guy throw, I might not get back. So we're going to throw our good old trusty Keyline birdie vibes only Wraith. This Wraith is kind of my throwaway Wraith and throwaway disc in general. But it looks like we just throw it onto the field. Basket's up on the right, so let's see what we got. Yep, looks like we'll play from there, see what we got. Look at the deer. Pretty cool. They don't know. I'm about to blast this uphill hyzer. Forehand shot. Yep. This should be a good shot. Birdie vibes only. See if we can make this. Birdie vibes only. Also, look at this view. All right, well, hole 17. Dead straight on the top of the hill there. And I don't know what we're doing. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna check my MD3. That was amazing. All right, final hole here, hole 18. It's a 321-foot par 3 uphill. It looks like it's in line with this tree. I can actually see the basket. I'm gonna go with the Vulture from the PGA Tour Championship. I'm just gonna try and get as far up as I can. This looks very tight though. All right, so I was editing and looks like my camera died on this last hole 18, so I wasn't able to do an outro or record the final shot, but we did end up birdieing. But I'd like to also say thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I appreciate it.